We're going to install this 157,000 BTU tankless water tank. We're putting it in a safe space. There's barely any room in this laundry room, so you also need, when you buy this, you also need to buy the valve kit. This goes underneath, and this is your overflow pipe. So let's put it in. First thing you want to do is a little plate that's going to go against the wall, and you can hang it there. Well, screw this to the wall. That should hook onto that, and then you can start anchoring it with that and that. So I'm gonna install the tank right here. The only stud I have, I think, is here, which is gonna be in line with this. So, well, I have another stud, say about here. So I want it to sit here. From here, I guess I could push it a little bit more this way, just so I can get a couple anchors into the stud here, and then the rest of them I can put a what they call a molly, which should work, so should be okay. So I got that back mount up. Just gonna hook this right here. Scoot it more this way. It's not all the way anchored. I have to get in here on the stud, a couple mollies, up there on the stud and a couple mollies, and then we're good for the anchoring. Alright, so everything is anchored down. This thing should be held up pretty damn good. Now we just need to start making connections to the water, to the gas, and running the vents out, and pretty much that's it. So let's do it. Alright, so I need to go get some gas parts. I do have long stuff. I have a bunch of long stuff so I can go underneath the house and hit the furnace. But I'm gonna need some short. I have some short stuff like 36, 24s, but I need to get some shorter pieces, shorter nipples to come around, hit this dryer, hit this, come around, go around there, wrap around, and then hit the kitchen. The rest would be under the house for pretty much the furnace, and really that's it. So all I gotta hit is this, the dryer, the stove, then the furnace. The furnace I'll run in there, go that way, and then hit the furnace. So I still need to go pick up some parts. I have a lot of long parts, but I just need some shorter nipples and some other things. So I'll continue the video after I go get the parts. Alright, I just gotta finish with the copper, hooking that up, hooking up the gas, doing the vent pipes, but for the most part, probably not gonna speak, I'm just gonna do everything and speed everything up, so. Just wanted to show how simple and easy it is to solder. All you do is heat it up and one touch and you're good with that solder joint. One or two touches and you're good. That flux sucks it into that joint and it makes it, and it seals it. But if you don't put the right flux and you don't clean it the right way, then it won't seal. So. Alright, so everything's hooked up. I just gotta run this vent out there, well, the two vents, the inlet and the outlet. Run those, hook that up to the main. I gotta get this main shut off first so I can redo that, hook that up, and finish this gas. I don't have a shut off, so I need to get a shut off to hook that up, and then everything's good. I can plug it in and turn it on. So everything's all hooked up. The only thing that I don't have hooked up is the drain. I gotta hook up the drain system into there. But other than that, everything's good. It all works. I turned it down to 116. 120 seems a little bit too hot. You could also turn it up to 140. This is like way better than a regular hot water tank. Regular hot water tanks, if your water's hard, it builds up all kinds of sediment inside the water tank, and it's pretty damn nasty if you ever seen it. But you can override it. Just turn it up to 140 if you want to. I'm pretty sure that 140 kills a lot of bacteria and whatever. So if you want to have your tank up to 140 and maybe regulate the heat of your water in your sink, which is you could do too, but you got to put regulators on your sink. But the diverter does have a regulator. Every other faucet don't have regulators. You can buy faucets with regulators in them. So I mean, but I still don't see why everybody don't have this in their house. It saves on space, it saves on efficiency, it saves on, you have constant hot water, you have instant hot water. Nowadays we have instant hot water. It's not really instant, it's maybe 30 seconds, but it's still, this is instant and this is constant. So